Are you a sheep at the wheel? Hey guys, before I get into this video, pretty much everybody knows that one of the best ways to achieve optimal health is by what you choose or don't choose to cram into the old pie hole. And some people have achieved great results through the keto diet, and that's high protein, high good fats, and low carbohydrates. But a lot of people can't stick with that. That's why I use Keto Elevate. This right here helps me metabolize the simple sugars that it's gonna take to reduce fat and arrive at a healthy body. So if you want some of this, my link is in the description. Now let's get to the video.
The name of this video is Social Experiment. Most people are sheep, and this might play into perfectly with some of what we're going to talk about tonight.
To answer that question, we set up a hidden camera experiment to see if this woman would stand up at the sound of this tone, simply because everyone else is. You might be thinking you'd never go along with this. Or would you?
What's the first thing you guys would do? I don't want to get a copyright strike on this video. I'm not sure. Let's see. It's been viewed in the last 5 years 695,000 times. I don't know. What would you guys do? First thing I'd be doing is I'd be asking everybody, what are you guys doing that for? What's the deal? I wouldn't just sit there silent. First thing I'd be doing is like, okay, I just heard a beep and everybody stood. What am I not clued into? What's going on?
After just 3 beeps, and without knowing why she's doing it, this woman is now conforming perfectly to the group. But what happens if we take the group away?
Elaine, please.
Okay, I've not seen this. I don't know if she's going to stand after everybody's gone or not.
Okay, now she's alone. The crowd is gone and nobody is watching her except our hidden cameras. What do you think she'll do? She's now conforming to the rules of the group without them even being there.
If this is a legit experiment, experiments like this absolutely fascinate me. Totally. It's like the Ash experiment. It's kind of like there's elements of the Milgram experiment in here.
Now, watch what happens when we introduce another outsider who doesn't know the rules.
Have a seat and they'll be out in just a couple minutes. Great, thanks so much.
They're making it look legit.
Everybody was doing it, so I thought I was supposed to.
Think she'll teach the new guy what to do?
This is so interesting, man. So interesting.
We kept the cameras rolling as more unsuspecting patients arrived.
Guys, this is why this is why you see what's happening in our world today. Everything that you see around you is because some sheep saw another sheep do it, and oh my gosh, all the expert sheep say that we should do this, and all the mainstream media sheep say we should do this, and everybody in my community is doing it. They wore the ritualistic shame muzzle. I just got to go ahead and fit in because everybody else is doing it. Wow.
And slowly but surely, what began as a random rule for this woman has now become the social norm for everyone in this waiting room. Here to explain what's going on.
Wait a minute. Are all these people in on it? I was thinking these guys were in on it. I bet this guy's not in on it.
In their brains is Jonah Berger of the University of Pennsylvania.
This sort of internalized form of herd behavior is part of what we call social learning. Starting at a very early age, when we see members of our group perform a task, our brains literally reward us for following.
That's one of the big bad things about sending your kids off to the public education camps called the 15,000 hour indoctrination program of public schools, is that they actually don't learn to think for themselves. They learn about the thinking of other people, and they learn to just fall in line. And pretty soon you got these cookie cutter order followers just belched out from the bowels of the public school.
Following in their footsteps.
When I saw everybody stand up, I felt like I needed to join them. Otherwise, I'm like excluded. Once I decided to go with it,
All those original people have to be in on it.
then I felt much more comfortable.
Conformity is how we become socialized, but it can also cause us to develop bad habits or repeat past wrongs.
Yeah, because conformity makes you feel comfortable. And when you get comfortable, you do develop bad habits because, man, you just crave that comfort. You just want to be included. And I mean, who doesn't want to be included in society? Although the way society is progressing or regressing, I don't really want to be included in society anymore. I used to want to be, now I don't. But everybody, I mean, basically everybody wants to fit in. Nobody wants to be ostracized. Nobody wants to be looked down upon. Nobody wants to be, looked at as different, generally speaking.
And it's why even this rebel, who wasn't standing for any of this nonsense, eventually joined the ranks. And the only thing more shocking than seeing how easily conformity affects the way you act is that similar forces are subconsciously shaping the way you think.
It's easier to deceive the masses than to convince them that they've been deceived. That's what I was thinking the whole time I was watching that.
Guys, we already know that they want to decimate the dollar, destroy the economy, bring us into a cashless society, and eventually make it difficult for us to even get food. That's why I constantly promote my Patriot Supply. Every chance I get, I turn my fiat currency notes into long-term storable food. This stuff is awesome. It's got a 25-year shelf life. And one thing we're all going to need is storable food. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. With my link in the description, you get $100 off of every order instantly. It'd be a good idea to order it while you can, because I'm not sure how much longer they're going to be able to ship this out. My link for your $100 off discount is in the description below.